my passion besides cooking is actually hiking. So whenever I have the chance to go away, I will try to organize cooking and hiking if I can. So, you know, when I have this purpose in life, in my life, when I travel, I would offer my friends, whoever that I was going to visit, to cook. And at the same time, you know, promoting Malaysian food. Because of the diverse culture that we have in Malaysia, you know, we have Malay, Chinese, Indian, and Peranakan and all, Mama. So it makes Malaysian food very unique. Every time I go to Peru, I cook for Peruvian people and they really love the food. I brought out roti canai and then I went into the kitchen. It's not far, the kitchen and the dining area. I go out and I'm like, it's gone. So, you know, I felt the joy. To me, when I see people enjoying the food, it gives me a lot of joy.
The best memories flying outside of Malaysia must have been the flight that both of us did somewhere in Catalonia that we flew over the clouds. It was really cloudy and we're like, oh my God, should we fly? And then my instructor is like kamikaze. He knows the weather is like, okay, it's cloudy, clouds are low, fly. And we had a rough takeoff. So she was flying, so we had a rough takeoff. So we flew, we realized we were close to the clouds and I said, climb up. So we went through the clouds.
Everything starts to get so blurry.
But she was flying, so I was excited. I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, is this finally happening that I'm flying over clouds?
And I'm like, oh my God, I can't see anything. How do I maneuver this thing? Where do I go? Everything looks the same.
Yeah, because you can't see anything. And I'm like, GoPro on, the longest selfie stick ever.
I'm sweating my head's off, like I cannot do this in the clouds. You don't see the ground, you don't know how close you are.
So we come out from the clouds and there it was. We were flying over a sea of clouds.
This is the chromatic harmonica with a button at the side. The amazing part is each of the hole, it can have 4 notes together. So in this instrument there's a 12 holes. So together there is a 48 notes inside this instrument. If you play it without pressing the buttons, it will be all the white key in the piano. So when you press it, it's all the black key in the piano. So you could get all the chromatic notes. For example, so this is a chromatic harmonica. That's why the name itself, it can explain really.
By then, I was already looking for stories for my thesis. So this is a pre-thesis film, The Game Changer. It was a school assignment. I need to submit something before I can qualify to do my thesis. And when I met Susan Slotnick, I know that events happened to me leading up to finding her was the trip to Creedmoor Psychiatry Center during one of the school assignments. That trip changed my life because I visited Living Museum in Creedmoor and it was a warehouse, like a huge art center, and people who were mentally challenged, who needed the kind of help, were given art space to experiment, to really express themselves. And I knew my thesis was going to be that. So I was Googling. These were my keywords, you know, rehabilitation through arts, dance, venues like prisons, juvenile centers, psychiatry centers. It's going to be around this. Susan Slotnick was the only person who turned up in my search result. Keep coming up, article keeps coming up. And she was running this rehabilitation program in Woodburn Correction Facility.
And they're so beautiful that it's like watching a sunset or the ocean. Every minute that I see these men move, and they're supposed to be the worst people in the world. But when I see them move, it's like looking at something beautiful.
Then I go to my brother.
Malaysia Kini collaborated to do one major screening on my way back to Malaysia. So I arrived and very important people were invited, a lot of public came, and my parents were there again. I haven't seen them in 3 years, I didn't even come home. But the night of the Game Changer screening, I remember coming home with my parents. It was an incredible moment, and my parents said, Indra, we want to talk to you. So they called me and I sat in the living room and they said, you know something? You made us so proud that I think you're doing something in your life. From today onwards, mom and dad will never ever force you to get married. You do whatever you want with your life. If my siblings and my relatives ask me, I tell them. I said, thank you, mom. Thank you, pa. I sat for a while quietly. Everybody was quiet. They were just smiling. I said, okay, I'm going to go to the room. I went to the room, closed the door. I started crying. I felt like, forget Game Changer and the 17th Film Festival entry. Forget everything else. Forget MFA. Forget Fulbright. And I was so proud of my parents that night because they grown from where they were. 21 years old, you get married and have baby by 25 to 36 years old. Oh yeah, you do whatever you want because you're onto something. I was very proud of my parents. That's my biggest achievement in my life.